Hidden in a quiet corner of southwest London stands a church with nearly 900 years of history. But St Mary's Church in Merton is more than just an ancient parish church. It holds the intimate secrets of one of Britain's greatest naval heroes, Lord Nelson. This is where Nelson came not as a national icon, but as a man deeply entangled in one of Georgian England's most notorious love scandals. A scandal involving his mistress, her husband, and their secret child. St Mary's Church Merton has stood here since before the Norman conquest. Records suggest a church existed on this site before the Domesday Book of 1086. Much of the present building dates to around 1115, making parts of it almost 900 years old. Its Norman stonework, medieval wooden roofs, and peaceful churchyard have survived centuries of English history, from medieval monks to Victorian London. Nearby once stood the Great Merton Priory, one of England's most important Augustinian monasteries. But by the early 1800s, this quiet church was about to become connected to one of Britain's most famous men. In 1801, Admiral Horatio Nelson purchased nearby Merton Place, a country estate where he hoped to escape the pressures of naval life. After years at sea, this was meant to be his sanctuary. From Merton Place, Nelson would ride to St Mary's for Sunday worship. Locals regularly saw Britain's greatest admiral attending this small parish church like any ordinary gentleman. Inside the church today, visitors can still see objects connected to him, including his pew, commemorative hatchments, and even a mounting stone in the churchyard where tradition says he mounted his horse after services. Here, Nelson wasn't Lord Nelson the legend. He was simply a parishioner. But Nelson never came alone. With him were Emma Hamilton and her husband, Sir William Hamilton. Emma was Nelson's lover and one of the most famous women in Britain. Sir William, British ambassador and much older than Emma, maintained an extraordinary tolerance of the relationship. Together, the three lived openly at Merton Place in what scandalised polite Georgian society. Imagine the scene. Every Sunday, Lord Nelson, his mistress Emma, and her husband William attended services here together, in one small village church. At a time when public morality mattered enormously, this arrangement was the talk of the nation. Yet in Merton, this strange household appears to have been quietly accepted